Ali, and this is our proposal for Promised Land. So our proposed solution uses Ubuntu Linux hosted on Amazon Web Services, AWS, and it will operate under a centralized file and resource management server, and you can see the main responsibilities. Now we shall have different departments as listed in the proposal: HR, finance, IT, and so on, and shall have administrative groups, and then the particular groups will be groups with different members assigned to different groups, and we shall have specific storage and disk partitions. For example, one for shared files and the other for backup, well mounted, and below are well purposes of different storage types. For example, the backup for recovery and data organization, and then shall have shared storage and permissions. Then we shall have to go into security. We shall sign different strong passwords and shall have limited privileges for some users. Then most of the accounts will be controlled. Then uncomplicated firewall to block unnecessary traffic and allow only required services. Then maintenance and ownership management and access control. Our message of the day and so on. So the main goal of this proposal is to create a secure and scalable Linux server environment, and it is well hosted on AWS, and we can see our instance running, and can see we connected to it using the command line interface. And when we log in, we can see our message of the day. This one message our users that this system is only accessible to authorized users and the activities are well monitored. So our instance represents Promised Land's secondary data environment, and I am accessing the server through SSH using an Ubuntu user. We confirm that here as the host name, and this confirms that our server is running. So the pwd command shows our location, and can go ahead and see the files under Promised Land. After running this command, you can see a number of files, and going ahead looking at the disk usage, you can see the files that are stored on this disk and the space they take. Then can also look at the running processes and their statistics. Then we have our updated packages. So before configuring the server, we updated the Ubuntu repositories and installed all the required packages to maintain security and reliability. And you can see that we installed all the required packages. Now, the tree package will helps us to visualize the file server structure, and you can see the departments we have: engineering, finance, HR, uh, and so on. Then we can go down to the users and the groups. This command helped us to view the groups. You can see a number of groups here: sales, finance, outsourcing, so on, then and their users. However, this command help us to view the users under different departments. Uh-huh. So Promised Land has different departments, so users are organized using the Linux groups that we have seen, and this allows administrators to manage access efficiently. So yeah, so when we briefly look at storage allocation and mounting, this command shows the available storage devices connected to the server, and we verify that the storage is mounted and its available capacity. This one is 10 GB and this is 1 GB. So the additional storage is mounted separately, so company files can be separated from the operating system files, and this improves organization and future scalability. And now, uh, briefly looking at file permission and ownership. So this command under ownership, this command displays ownership and permissions for some users and folders. So we can see below the finance folder here is assigned to the finance group, and we can see what other users can actually do to the file. Others only have write and execute permissions, and the owner of the group also has similar permissions. So we also have access control configurations, and yeah, the access control lists provide additional permission control when a specific user requires access without changing the entire group structure. And um, we also have firewall configuration. We used uninterrupted firewall, and when we check our status, you can see that it is currently active. And so the firewall protects the Linux server by controlling the incoming network connections. So I configured the firewall to allow the required services such as SSH while restricting unnecessary access. So now this command displays our message of the day, which I configured using this custom message, which provides users with a security notice, which improves awareness by reminding users that they are accessing a controlled company system. Now, below that, we have the cron scheduled reboot. Now, this displays the scheduled cron tasks configured with the user, this particular command. So its output here clearly shows that at minute 0 hour 0, day 1 of January, every after 2 years, that means every after 2 years at midnight, we shall have a reboot of our system. So this is useful for automating maintenance tasks in Linux environments. Now, going ahead, facing a lot of challenges, we'll have to troubleshoot our system, and this is just a command to demonstrate troubleshooting when we faced a network configuration. And this particular command helps us to troubleshoot network connectivity issues. It checks for failed services that may indicate particular problems. And through this demonstration, I've shown the implementation of our proposal for promised land, including the access to the AWS server, showing some storage configuration, user management. We have seen security controls, firewall configurations, maintenance, and automation. So this proposal provides promised land with a secure and scalable foundation that can support current operations, though including even future operations. For example, increasing number of employees or increasing departments and so on. Yeah, thank you for your time.